All right, Golden State Warriors fans, let's dive deep into everything happening with the team and break down all the action from the latest games. After that tough loss against the Raptors, it was refreshing to see the team bounce back with a strong performance against the Nets. Now, some might say it was expected, and yes, the Nets are a team that doesn't have much to lose at this point in the season. They might be thinking about their draft positioning, but the reality is that tanking has become much less effective in today's league, and the Warriors really took advantage of that. From tip-off to the final buzzer, Golden State controlled the pace and kept everyone engaged in the flow of the game. It's encouraging to see the way the squad handled themselves, with contributions coming from multiple players across the roster. As usual, Stephen Curry led the scoring with 27 points, but what was particularly notable was that he played only 29 minutes, which is a strategic move after that grueling 41-minute game and overtime loss against Toronto. This careful management of his minutes seems to be paying off because he was able to maintain energy and efficiency throughout the match, keeping the team competitive without overextending himself. One of the standout aspects of this performance was the team's shooting efficiency. Over 50% from the field is a major step up, especially considering the struggles they faced on the road. During the previous stretch of games, the Warriors have been taking poor shots and repeating the same mistakes, leading to subpar shooting percentages and inconsistent results. Last night, however, they found a rhythm, moving the ball effectively and creating open opportunities that allowed them to convert more than half of their attempts. This kind of execution shows that the offensive system is working when the players trust each other and make the right reads. On the flip side, three-point shooting remains a concern. Despite Curry's impressive output from beyond the arc, the team only hit 30% collectively, and many players were unable to make a significant impact from long range. The constant barrage of three-point attempts can sometimes be detrimental, and while maintaining pace and aggressive shooting is important, efficiency should always take priority. It's clear that the Warriors have to strike a balance between volume and accuracy, especially if they want to turn good wins into dominant performances. A more calculated approach in shot selection could have easily turned a 13-point victory into a 23-point blowout, emphasizing the importance of smarter offensive decisions without sacrificing pace or energy. Another point of interest is the situation with Jonathan Kuminga, who once again did not see playing time due to a coach's decision. This ongoing inconsistency with his minutes has become a confusing narrative, leaving fans and analysts questioning the rationale behind these choices. Kuminga is young, talented, and under contract, but by not integrating him into the rotation, the team risks undervaluing his potential contributions. At this stage, with trade possibilities looming in the next 17 days before the trade moratorium ends, every game he sits on the bench is a missed opportunity for both his development and his market value. Properly showcasing Kuminga's abilities, even in limited minutes off the bench, could enhance his trade value and provide the Warriors with flexibility in negotiations. His skill set as a slasher and mid-range scorer fits a potential shift in the league toward more balanced offensive schemes that include big men and mid-range threats. However, the team seems overly committed to three-point shooting, which sometimes blinds them to other viable offensive options that could complement Curry and the rest of the squad. It's a tricky situation, balancing player development, game strategy, and trade value, but the decision to bench him repeatedly raises questions about consistency and long-term planning. Looking at trade discussions and potential targets, Nick Claxton's recent performance stands out as a player who could provide significant value to the Warriors. Playing 36 minutes, Claxton contributed 9 rebounds for assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks, and 15 points, shooting an efficient 7 for 9 from the field. This shows that he can be effective without needing the ball constantly, making him an appealing option for teams looking to add a versatile center. If the Warriors consider trades involving Kuminga and draft picks, Claxton could be a valuable addition to strengthen their frontcourt, especially if other trade targets, like Giannis, do not materialize. Adding a player like Claxton could help balance the roster and provide the Warriors with a reliable interior presence, something that has been a point of concern in previous matchups. Beyond Claxton, evaluating other potential assets like Cam Thomas highlights the importance of considering not just scoring, but overall contribution to team dynamics. Thomas showed flashes of scoring ability, but limited defensive impact, and a negative plus-minus suggest that his value is more situational. In constructing a trade package, the Warriors could consider integrating multiple pieces, including draft picks and complementary players like Buddy Hield or Moses Moody, to optimize both roster efficiency and cap flexibility. The recent stretch of games also underscores the importance of momentum for the Warriors. Winning 4 out of 5 games shows that the team is regaining its rhythm and confidence. Maintaining this energy is crucial, especially heading into upcoming matchups against teams like the Hornets and Thunder, who are struggling to find consistency themselves. A strong finish in this sequence could set the tone for the rest of the season, allowing Golden State to assert dominance and build cohesion across the roster. It's about finding balance between leveraging star talent like Curry and Klay Thompson while ensuring role players are integrated effectively, contributing to both offensive and defensive schemes. Each player's contribution matters, from scoring to rebounding, passing, and defending, and seeing more balanced rotations on the floor is a promising sign of what this team can achieve when firing on all cylinders. Momentum, efficiency, and strategic deployment of minutes are all critical as the Warriors look to maintain their position as one of the league's most formidable squads. This game also offered insight into the strategic adjustments the Warriors are making. By controlling the tempo and mixing in both perimeter shooting and attacking the basket, the team demonstrated flexibility in offensive execution. It's a reminder that even with a star-heavy roster, basketball is a team game, and spreading the responsibility among players leads to better results. Observing how rotations are managed, particularly regarding players who have been sitting or returning from limited minutes, shows the delicate balancing act that coaches must perform to maintain team morale, player health, and competitive performance. It's evident that Golden State is attempting to navigate these challenges while still seeking opportunities to improve its standing and position itself strategically for both the remainder of the season and potential trades. Each decision, from minute allocation to shot selection, has implications that ripple through not only the immediate results, but also long-term planning for roster construction and player development. The defensive side also deserves attention, as the Warriors' ability to limit the Nets' scoring opportunities was notable. Active hands, solid rotations, and defensive communication allowed the team to contest shots effectively and secure key rebounds. This aspect of the game is just as critical as offensive efficiency, ensuring that transition opportunities are created while limiting high-percentage chances for the opponent. The combination of solid defensive execution with a strong shooting performance underscores the multifaceted approach necessary for sustained success. It's clear that Golden State is working toward refining both sides of the ball, aiming to integrate star talent with emerging players to create a more complete and resilient unit. As the season progresses, maintaining this balance will be essential to compete at the highest level, particularly in high-stakes matchups against elite teams in the league. Watching how the team interacts on the court is equally telling. Ball movement, spacing, and reading defensive schemes show a level of maturity and understanding that bodes well for future games. When players share responsibilities and create opportunities for one another, the offensive flow becomes more natural and less dependent on isolation plays. This collaborative approach is essential, especially when considering matchups against teams with strong defensive personnel. The Warriors' ability to combine individual skill with team-oriented strategies reflects an understanding of the nuances of modern basketball, where efficiency, spacing, and shot selection can dictate the outcome as much as raw talent. Every possession becomes a test of execution, decision-making, and adaptability, all of which the Warriors are demonstrating more consistently as they work through the season. The rotation management, particularly with younger players like Jonathan Kuminga, remains a focal point. The uncertainty surrounding his minutes has sparked discussions among fans and analysts alike, and rightfully so. Kuminga possesses the athleticism, skill set, and versatility that could significantly impact the team if deployed correctly. His ability to slash to the basket, attack the mid-range, and create opportunities without relying on three-point shooting makes him a unique asset. Yet, he has been limited in opportunities, which not only affects his development, but also the team's ability to maximize its roster potential. The next few games are crucial, as the team must balance keeping him healthy with providing meaningful minutes that allow him to maintain rhythm and showcase his value. With the trade moratorium looming, every game he sits is a missed opportunity to increase his appeal to potential trade partners, which could affect the team's flexibility moving forward. In terms of offensive execution, the Warriors have demonstrated a renewed commitment to efficiency, especially in field goal conversion. Maintaining over 50% shooting is no small feat, particularly on a road trip where fatigue and travel can negatively affect performance. Players are moving more fluidly, setting screens, cutting effectively, and making reads that create open shots for teammates. This collective effort allows the team to maintain offensive balance, keeping defenses honest and opening lanes for Curry, Thompson, and other scorers. The attention to shot selection has been evident, even though three-point efficiency remains inconsistent. While Curry continues to produce from beyond the arc, the rest of the team must find ways to complement his scoring without over-relying on perimeter shots. Shifting some focus toward attacking the basket or mid-range opportunities can yield higher percentage shots and better scoring efficiency, a strategy that has been successful for teams across the league that balance pace with smart shot distribution. Defensively, the Warriors are starting to show improvements in rotations, contesting shots, and securing rebounds, which are key elements for sustaining leads and closing out games. Players are communicating more effectively, switching on screens with better timing, and showing heightened awareness on help defense. These efforts contribute to limiting second chance points for opponents and maintaining control over the pace of play. The balance between offensive execution and defensive responsibility is critical, as it creates the foundation for consistent performance and provides opportunities for emerging players to grow within structured systems. Integrating young talent like Kuminga into this framework is essential, as it allows the team to develop depth while maintaining a competitive edge against playoff-caliber opponents. The recent win against the Nets also highlighted the importance of momentum in shaping the team's approach to consecutive games. Securing 4 wins out of 5 contests demonstrates a pattern of recovery, resilience, and tactical adjustment. Momentum is often underestimated, but it plays a significant role in player confidence, cohesion, and execution under pressure. When players trust one another and understand their roles, offensive sets flow more smoothly, and defensive rotations become instinctive. This level of trust and cohesion is particularly important for Golden State, a team with multiple high-usage stars who require the supporting cast to contribute effectively. Maintaining this rhythm will be crucial in upcoming games against teams like the Hornets and Thunder, where exploiting vulnerabilities while managing energy levels can result in dominant performances and a boost in morale heading into the final stretch of the season. Before we continue, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any exclusive Dubs updates. Let's keep going. The NBA woke up to a rumor that feels more like a seismic shift than a simple roster move. Around league circles, whispers are growing louder that LeBron James has agreed to sign with the Golden State Warriors, a decision that, if confirmed, would instantly reshape the balance of power in professional basketball. While no official announcement has been made, sources close to the situation describe the move as all but done, sending shockwaves through front offices and fan bases alike. What makes this speculation even more intriguing is the reasoning attributed to LeBron himself. According to people familiar with his thinking, the decisive factor was not money, market size, or even legacy in the traditional sense. Instead, LeBron is said to be drawn to the Warriors' basketball ecosystem, a culture built on ball movement, spacing, and a proven ability to maximize elite talent deep into playoff runs. For a player who has always viewed the game as a chess match, Golden State represents an ideal board. There is also talk that LeBron sees this move as a way to extend his prime. Surrounded by shooters and playmakers, his workload could be managed more strategically, allowing him to pick his moments while still dictating the flow of games. Insiders suggest that the idea of sharing the court with Stephen Curry, combining two of the sharpest basketball minds of their generation, was particularly appealing. Of course, skepticism remains. Critics wonder how egos, minutes, and offensive roles would coexist, and whether the Warriors' system could truly adapt to LeBron's gravity. Yet even the doubters admit that the upside is terrifying. The mere possibility has already altered conversations across the league, with rivals quietly reassessing their own plans. For now, it remains a rumor, but one with enough smoke to suggest fire. If this speculation becomes reality, it won't just be another superstar signing. It will be remembered as a moment when LeBron James chose fit and philosophy over convention, potentially redefining what the final chapters of a legendary career can look like. Stay updated exclusively with the latest Dub Nation news. Subscribe to our channel and hit the like button to keep getting daily updates on the Warriors. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Your input is essential for the Dubs community. Stay tuned for the next video.